Good evening, good evening, and good evening. I want to welcome you all to another episode of Whisper Wednesday. Wow, it is episode 8. Can you believe we have been on for 9 weeks, but for a total of 8 Whisper Wednesdays? Can you believe that? How you guys doing this evening? I'm doing great. And I just cannot believe that summer is almost gone. I hate to admit it, but it is almost gone. Where did it go? Can somebody tell me where it went? Also, for my active listeners, do you have your glass of libation? As you can see, I have mine. That's something that you have to have for Whisper Wednesday. You have to have your glass of libation, whether it be wine, water, soda, or tea, as long as you have your libation. So, I hope everyone is having a great evening and you had a great day. You could be anywhere, but you choose to be with me tonight, and I greatly appreciate it for Whisper Wednesday, episode number 8. So, as always, I try to tell you guys, please submit your poem to s.boyd312r@gmail.com so that I can have you on Whisper Wednesday. And if by chance you don't want to be known, guess what? I will say this is from an anonymous poem writer. That's what I'll do. Some people are nervous about their name being out there, which, hey, I can appreciate. But the mere fact is, you participated. As always, here on Whisper Wednesday, our motto is close your eyes, open your ears, and have a glass of libation. That's our motto here at Whisper Wednesday. This is the no judgment zone, ladies and gentlemen. A no judgment zone. It takes a lot of courage for a person to be able to submit their poem. And with that being said, we're going to jump right into tonight's first poem. And this poem is written by a young lady by the name of Lyrical Lioness. That's what she goes by, Lyrical Lioness. As we do at Whisper Wednesday once again, close your eyes, open your ears, and have a glass of libation. This one goes out to the Lyrical Lioness. Each night, before I prepare for slumber, I shower to rid my flesh of the brown dirt and grime from the day. My eyes are fastened, and I feel so loved as the clear, lucid liquid rinses from me all that is unclean, diligently down the drain. As I position under the raining silver matter of fixtures, I am caressed by the streaming, soothing, and succulent irrigation it releases. Flesh-colored droplets bead upon my body, tickling me as I splash and snort as they descend to form vanishing pools at my feet. My nose senses the sweet fragrance of the body wash as I sponge my person up and down in circular motions. Around my nipples, inside my navel, to the tips of my fingers, and in both of my ears I swab. under my arms, between my legs, front and back, from my neck to the small of my back and down to my ankles and toes. I scrub. Full immersion in the water, my climax. My face submerged, and though sensing that I'm drowning in ecstasy, I feel so awakened, so alive. I stand drenched with eyes tightly closed under the pouring water. It pelts and stings, leave me breathless, and are tender and warmly accepted. As if I almost miraculously, I catch my breath, feeling rejuvenated, revitalized, refreshed, and reborn. Wow. Give it up for the lyrical lioness. Go ahead, girl. I like that a lot. Lyrical lioness, you are always welcome back to Whisper Wednesdays. That's what Whisper Wednesdays is all about, ladies and gentlemen. People submitting their hard-earned work that it took them maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe a day, maybe a week. Who knows how long it took for her to come out with those powerful words. I gotta tell you, that was fire. Show your appreciation by throwing those hearts and likes up. We're going to be moving on, and I have to say that this brother here goes by the name of Dwayne Hall. And Dwayne has been bringing the heat with his poetry. I love reading this brother's poetry. A couple weeks ago, I even featured Dwayne and brought him on board and allowed him to read a poem that he had written. And he spit that fire. So tonight, I'm going to be doing the same by reading Dwayne Hall's poetry. Ladies and gentlemen, close your eyes. Open your ears and have a glass of libation. Dwayne Hall. And the title of his poem is It's Just Not in My Nature. Let me get myself ready for this. It's just not in my nature. So, I can never love another. It's just not in my nature. I can never trust another. It's just not in my nature. I can never comfort another. It's just not in my nature. I can never hug, kiss, or caress another. It's just not in my nature. I can never edify another. It's just not in my nature. I can never exhort another. It's just not in my nature. It has nothing to do with you or another. It's just not in my nature. I know how much you love and care for me, but I can't do it in return to another. It's just not in my nature. All right. Boy. Whoo! That Dwayne. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Dwayne gave me a twofer. But I'm going to have to come back to this next one that he put down for me. So, because that's just not in my nature. I love it, Dwayne. I love it, brother. I love it. Keep doing what you do, brother. I love it. I really, really do. Man, You guys just don't understand. You don't understand. So submit your poem. If you like what we're doing tonight, submit your poem so that you can be on Whisper Wednesday. It takes a lot. We're going to move right along here. And we're going to go to James Jones. And James is another brother who stepped out and did something to, he answered the call. And so, I love what he writes as well. And James's poem is called Absolution. Yes, indeed. Absolution. So we're going to jump right into absolution. The anguish of the earth absolves our eyes till beauty shines in all that we can see. War is our scourge, yet war has made us wise, and fighting for our freedom. We are free, horror of wounds and anger at the foe, and loss of things desired. All these must pass. We are the happy legion, for we know times but golden wind that shakes the grass. There was an hour when we loathed from the life we longed to share no less than others. Now, having claimed this heritage of heart, what we need more, my comrades and my brothers. Absolution by James Jones. Go ahead, James. All right, that's what we're talking about. Whisper Wednesday is about poem and poetry submissions and me reading those poems. If this is your first time joining us, you may say this has nothing to do with Redskins. Well, guess what? This is not a Redskins time from 8 to 8:30. This is poetry reading by yours truly. I welcome you for joining in if this is your first time. So please submit your poem to s.boyd312r@gmail.com. And I will be more than happy to read your poem. That's what it's all about. So we're going to be moving right along. And let me ask you this. Have you been to Cancun? Did you know that SB Events is taking you to Cancun? It's January 14th through the 18th of 2019. Whether you have a boo or whether you want to come solo. Space is available with easy payments. Holla at me. We'll take care of you. So we're going to move on to Keith Watson. I always have a problem saying Watkins. I don't know why. I want to say Watson. And I know why. It's because I had a high school friend by the name of Keith Watson. So that's why. But it's Watkins. And